So, I like to call myself a connoisseur of mediocre things. You know, not things that are mainstream, hyper trendy, but also not things that are so obscure that the only way you can access them is weird Japanese hub sites. You know, more or less things that anyone could find. You know, if you just take a look around a thrift store or a slowly dying GameStop. One of those such games being the final iteration of a dying series, the bastardized third sibling, an end-all be-all of the Modern Warfare trilogy. For the first one, anyway. Now you might be saying, Modern Warfare 3? Don't you mean that new one? No, I mean this one. What do you mean this one? I ain't never heard of this one before. Well, my friend, I got a little story to tell you. So, quick synopsis, the first and second one. First one, you know, everyone knows the first one. Like, your fucking grandmammy played it, right? And then the second one, again, everyone knows the second one. Your grandmammy played it. And those games, those were pretty good. They realized, hey, we need to make a third one for this, Activision says. Then they made it, and then they must have had a marketing budget of a popsicle stick in a Doritos bag, because I guess no one heard about this game or something, because no one talks about it. It's just poof. I don't know. But the main idea of the game is that you play as two people. You know, same thing for the past two games, but you get the idea. You play as Frost, a Delta Force operator who works along with Truck, Sandman, and Grinch. Yes, also more Delta Force operators. And you play as Soap and Price with their whole shenanigans on the shoe. But now there's a new guy named Yuri. More on him later. The whole game turns around now that Makarov is royally fucked. Like, he is pushed out of America. They are hitting the Russian Navy, and they are just shaken. So Makarov's desperation leads to him kidnapping the Russian president's daughter. Reasonable crash out. So he does that, and then, well, shenanigans ensue. Delta Force then proceeds to invade France for the funny, and then Price proceeds to do secret covert operations in Africa. Again, for the funny. All slowly leading up to them getting the Russian president's daughter out, and, well, man. Price thinking that he now has Makarov in his sights, so they send Yuri and Soap up there to get him by a sniper shot. Only for the unexpected. Boom, and then fucking out the window they go. After a grueling fucking sequence that still lives in my trauma part of my noggin, you bring him to a table, and then three amazing lines are uttered. First one being, Makarov knows Yuri. Second one being, no, Soap. And then after Price kicks you down the frickin' flight of stairs, racks his big old deagle and walks down to you, the very last line is uttered. That is, Soap trusted you, and I thought I could too. So why the bloody hell does Makarov know you? Dope. Three of the best lines ever. In the game, anyways. And then, well, he had a little flashback sequence with Yuri and yada. Then they decide to do the logical next step of adorn Juggernaut armor and then go and try to kill Makarov in a motel that he's trying to leave. Again, reasonable crash out. They go over there, they do the thing. Too bad as Price is trying to get Makarov after he crashes a plane stealthily, more or less, because cops ain't there yet somehow. Yuri gets Mozambique techniques. For those who don't know what it is, it's boom, boom, bang. So then now Yuri's dead after he took a freaking rebar chunk after finding his way up the motel. If you play the game, you'll know why. He then does a very reasonable thing instead of shooting him or something. He wraps a fucking support cable around his neck, crashes him through the motel top roof, and then hangs him. Price, the ever amazing British Chad that he is, lights up a stogie, and credits roll. How could you forget a game like that, bro? Like, that's fucking awesome. I mean, yeah, we don't know if Price died or not, but who cares? And I don't even care about the campaign or Spec Ops either. That's a pretty dope campaign on its own. How could